The lake cabin was supposed to be our quiet place. A cedar-sided retreat tucked into the trees, far from the city. My younger brother, Daniel, loved it up here. He's the type to paddle out before sunrise, coffee in hand, just to watch the fog roll across the water. Most folks in the area knew him as Dan from the city. What they didn't know, and what he never broadcast, was that Daniel was a sitting state senator. The trouble started when the Silver Pines HOA decided they needed my shoreline to complete their new lakefront expansion. I refused to sell. That didn't sit well with their president, Greg. One night, Daniel was at the cabin alone while I was on a supply run. Around 9:30 p.m., two men in black tactical gear banged on the door, yelling, "Sheriff's Department, open up!" Daniel's instincts told him something was off. Real deputies don't wear unmarked black fatigues with no badges, and they certainly don't keep their fingers on the trigger while shouting threats. Instead of opening the door, Daniel called me, and then the actual sheriff's department. I was halfway back to the cabin when my phone buzzed again. "They're trying to break in." By the time I skidded into the gravel drive, the real deputies had already arrived. Red and blue lights painted the pines. The two cops were face down in the dirt, zip-tied, their guns kicked away. Turned out they weren't law enforcement at all, just hired muscle. And guess who had cut them checks? Greg, the HOA president. He'd cooked up a plan to scare Daniel into a trespassing incident, then use it as leverage to pressure us into selling. What he didn't account for was that attacking a state senator is not just a bad idea, it's a career-ending, freedom-losing one. The DA brought the hammer down hard. Conspiracy to commit aggravated assault, impersonating law enforcement, and attempted coercion. The hired men took plea deals, but Greg went to trial. The jury didn't take long. Guilty on all counts. Daniel never made a public statement about it, he's classy like that, but word spread fast through the political grapevine. Silver Pines HOA now has a new president, and their expansion project was scrapped. As for our cabin, it's quieter than ever. Daniel still comes up every chance he gets, sipping coffee on the dock while the mist rises. Only now, there's a discreet pair of real state troopers on the property line when he visits.